Hello everyone, welcome to Eco Farm Chronicles, where amazing stories about sustainable agriculture and the incredible work of farmers come to life. Today, let's explore the elaborate journey behind every sweet pineapple, ripe banana, and golden palm sugar drop. From lush green farms to elaborate processing, you will see that each fruit we eat every day contains the sweat and dedication of the growers. Stay with us and start the journey to understand more about these natural products. Pineapple, a tropical delicacy, is not only famous for its sweet and slightly spicy flavor but has also become a staple food in many cuisines around the world. However, growing and harvesting pineapples is a labor-intensive process that requires skill and patience. Most of the harvesting is still done by hand, with a team of 20 to 30 skilled workers wearing full protective gear to avoid injury from the pineapple's sharp leaves. Each day, the harvesting teams can harvest about 2 tons of pineapples. The average yield per hectare of pineapple ranges from 40 to 50 tons, and the life cycle of a pineapple plant from planting to harvest can last from 15 to 18 months. A ripe pineapple weighs between 0.5 and 1.2 kilograms, and after harvest is quickly transported to the processing plant to ensure freshness. Global pineapple production is expected to reach 29.36 million tons by 2022, with Natura requiring around 10,000 boxes of pineapple per day. To ensure high quality, pineapples are carefully selected and stored at 7 to 8 degrees Celsius with 85 to 90% humidity in trucks or cold storage. The time from harvest to storage does not exceed 24 hours in summer and 36 hours in spring to maintain freshness. Pineapples for consumption are usually harvested when the skin turns yellow on half of the surface. Meanwhile, pineapples for juice are harvested earlier when only the base of the skin has changed color. Workers carefully select ripe fruits, removing rotten or green ones to ensure the highest quality juice. The peels are not wasted but are recycled into soap, which is especially suitable for people with sensitive skin. The pulp is then put into a press to extract the juice. Finally, the juice is pasteurized and packaged for distribution. The pineapple juice market has seen strong growth over the years, with sales reaching around $7.1 billion. Some farmers can earn up to $5,000 a month just picking pineapples in orchards. This job requires skill and speed, as pineapples have thick, thorny skins that make harvesting difficult. Bananas, a humble fruit but a staple in many cultures around the world. The journey from planting to serving is a laborious and challenging one. Each bunch of bananas can weigh between 30 and 50 kilograms, forcing farmers to use foam padding to protect their shoulders when transporting them. Large plantations have even installed cable cars up to 35 kilometers long, which can move 75 bunches at a time, making harvesting more efficient. To achieve high quality, each banana tree usually produces only about 10 bunches. Banana harvesting is a laborious process, starting early in the morning when it is still cool. Skilled workers cut the leaves and leave them on the ground, helping to create a natural, nutrient-rich layer of mulch for the soil. With this traditional technique, farmers can achieve an impressive yield of up to 88%. The average global banana yield is around 100 pounds per hectare, but in the Philippines, the world's top banana producer, it can be as high as 1,763 pounds per hectare thanks to disease-resistant banana varieties. After harvest, the bananas are brought to the factory for a thorough cleaning process, using high-pressure water to wash away dirt and debris. There, each bunch is separated, the long stems removed, and then sent through a cleaning tank to prepare for packaging. Unlike some other producers, the company harvests green bananas and coats the skins with a solution to preserve them. The bananas are then shipped overseas within 19 days, and upon arrival, they are artificially ripened for about 7 days to reach optimal sweetness before being shipped to the market. The factory produces an average of 50,000 boxes of bananas per week to meet high demand. Along with fresh bananas, fried bananas are also very popular with a market value of $2.4 billion by 2023. In particular, green bananas are very suitable for frying due to their hardness and low sweetness. After being peeled and sliced into thin slices about 3 to 5 millimeters thick, the bananas are fried at 180 degrees Celsius to achieve an even crispness. After frying and cooling, the bananas are packaged and prepared for distribution. With a large-scale production line, a factory can process up to 20 tons of bananas per day. In this process, each banana goes through careful steps to ensure quality before reaching consumers. Not only bananas, palm trees also have a unique harvesting process. Each palm tree can grow up to 30 meters tall and takes about 20 years to mature, living for more than a century. Farmers have to climb these towering trees to harvest nectar, the raw material for making palm sugar. Using traditional techniques, they tie a rope around themselves and the tree to keep them safe, then use a knife to cut the flower buds. Each palm tree can produce up to 300 liters of honey per day, and this honey sap is collected early in the morning when it is still sweet and not sour. The collected honey is then filtered through a mesh to remove impurities, then cooked at low temperature for about 6 to 7 hours until it thickens. The whole process requires patience and skill to create delicious sugar grains. The liquid sugar from the palm tree is condensed into a soft, pliable texture which is then poured into plastic molds to create hard sugar balls or blocks. During the dry season, about 7 liters of palm sap are needed to produce 1 kilogram of sugar. However, during the rainy season, up to 10 liters of sap can be needed to achieve the desired texture. After the durians fall from the trees, farmers quickly pick them up using padded baskets. Because the durian's sharp thorns can cause injury, pickers need to wear helmets and gloves to ensure safety. However, skilled pickers often do not need to use protective gear when picking ripe fallen durians. In particular, the durian picking process often takes place at night when the fruit is most likely to fall, saving farmers' effort. On some farms, people also stretch nets between the trees to catch the durians, protecting them from falling hard to the ground and maintaining the best quality. After harvesting, the durians are carefully processed, washed, and sorted. Durians ripen very quickly and can usually only be stored for about a week before they start to spoil. For export, durians must be frozen whole or separated into segments, vacuum-packed and frozen. The separated durian tail can be used as an ingredient for cakes and ice cream products, making the most of the value of this fruit. Lychee, with its characteristic aroma and sweetness, is also a popular fruit, especially when exported to the United States, where it sells for around $15 per pound. Lychee is mainly grown in China and India, and harvesting usually begins at 3 to 4 a.m., when the sun is not too strong to prevent the fruit from drying out and losing quality. Lychee trees can live for more than 10 years and produce up to 330 kilograms per year. Because the skin is thin and easily damaged, pomegranates are carefully placed in paper-lined boxes after picking to ensure safety during transportation. After harvesting, the lychee bunches will be cleaned of leaves, packaged and transported to processing facilities. For exports to Singapore, Japan, and the United States, lychees are stored in cold storage to maintain optimal freshness and quality. These facilities can process up to 4,400 pounds of lychees per hour, preparing them for the consumer market. Another popular product is dried lychees, which have a longer shelf life of up to a month. Dried lychees are processed in coal-fired kilns. A single drying process can process 18,000 to 20,000 pounds of fresh lychees in about 70 to 72 hours, with the lychees being turned every 6 hours to ensure even drying. After drying, every 100 pounds of fresh lychees will yield about 30 pounds of dried lychees, which are mainly exported to China, where there is high demand for this product. Dragon fruit is a popular tropical fruit with a sweet taste and eye-catching color, often eaten fresh or juiced. In Vietnam, red dragon fruit is also used to make instant noodles and bread as part of a movement to support farmers during the agricultural crisis of 2020. For dragon fruit exported to Europe, harvesting takes place 32 to 35 days after flowering. The plant blooms at night and often withers in the early morning, attracting moths to pollinate. When harvesting, farmers use a sharp knife to carefully cut the stem of the fruit to avoid damaging the skin. Dragon fruit grows directly on the cactus trunk, not on branches like many other plants, creating a unique scene. After harvesting, dragon fruit is placed in a paper-lined basket or left in a cool place for about 1 to 2 hours before being transported to the processing plant. Here, the fruit is washed, sorted by size and stored at 5 degrees Celsius, preparing for the journey to international markets with a storage time of up to 40 days, ensuring the product is always fresh and of the highest quality when it reaches consumers. In Vietnam, dragon fruit bread has become a special product thanks to the recipe of mixing traditional flour and dragon fruit juice. This type of bread is not only delicious but also has a unique color. The bread dough is mixed well in a dough kneading machine with dragon fruit juice, then divided into small balls weighing about 50 grams. This bakery produces more than 45,000 loaves of bread every day, meeting the high demand of consumers. After shaping, the dough is fermented and then baked at 170 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes, creating soft, spongy loaves of bread with attractive colors. Each loaf of dragon fruit bread is sold for about 24 cents, contributing to highlighting Vietnamese dragon fruit on the culinary map. Besides dragon fruit, mangosteen is also a popular fruit in the tropics and is known as the queen of fruits. It is the second most widely grown fruit in the Asian fruit powerhouse, with a market value that can exceed $50 per pound in some places. With a mild aroma and a slightly sweet and sour taste, mangosteens also have edible seeds, which add to the interesting taste. Farmers begin harvesting mangosteens when the fruit turns from light pink to deep pink to ensure optimal ripeness. However, in some places, people also harvest green mangosteens to make a special local salad. Mangosteens take about 5 years to mature and start bearing fruit. Each tree can produce an average of 500 fruits per season. For low-growing fruits, farmers pick them by hand, while for taller fruits, they use specialized tools. Fallen mangosteens are kept in separate bins to prevent sap from affecting other fruits. Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam are the world's top 3 mangosteen producers, and mangosteens are also popular in the United States. In 2023, the United States imported $889 million worth of mangosteens, making it the world's largest consumer. Rambutan is another tropical fruit that has a distinctive appearance with a hairy skin and a texture similar to lychee but with a sweet and slightly sour taste. Rambutan is typically harvested in the summer when the skin turns from green to red or yellow. Farmers use ladders to pick ripe rambutan bunches from the tree and place them in styrofoam boxes on the ground to ensure they don't get crushed during harvesting. If the rambutans are left to ripen, they can easily bruise and soften during transport, affecting their quality. Each styrofoam box for rambutan weighs about 48.5 pounds and helps protect the fruit during transport. Thailand is currently the world's largest producer of rambutans. In 2023 alone, the country produced about 314 million pounds of rambutans, but only about 1.2% of that production was exported. Frozen rambutans are often exported to neighboring Asian countries and Europe, meeting the growing demand for this specialty fruit.